Hello, hello to all. This is the Kannada speaking classes carried out by kannada.y.okkoota, and this is the module 1. We'll be just giving you a brief introduction of what we are going to do. Fine. So moving on, the contents, what we'll be trying to tell. So we'll be trying to tell the requirement or the necessity to speak the local language. As we move on, the distinctness and clarity you need to know to learn the language, the resemblance with other languages, following some things which may earn you respect as far as our observations. Okay, why do we need Kannada? This is the basic question whenever a person who is new to Karnataka or new to any district of Karnataka is coming to work or study here. So what is the first benefit? You can communicate easily with the vendors and the shopkeepers, right? So the vendors and the shopkeepers definitely won't be speaking your language, and they will be speaking the local language. If you do not know those languages, it will be very difficult. As many of you travel in BMTC and the people out of Bengaluru travel in KSRTC, you might have observed that the bus personnel will be speaking with you in Kannada. Many conductors tend to speak Kannada, and there are very few people who try to communicate in your languages. And as you know that the government uses Kannada as the administrative language here, so it will be useful for you to complete government works like land registration, like tax payment, etc. easily, and it will be done fast as well. So moreover, as far as we have seen that learning Kannada, being an outsider, will give you a great amount of respect, and people try to appreciate you as well as your culture. So moving on, the distinctness and clarity you need to know. This is the most basic thing you need to know. The most important thing is the pronunciation you need to know, especially with the letters ka, ta and la. This is not just la, it is la. You have to twist or fold your tongue much more as you do in la. So for example, many people tend to pronounce ka as ga and ta as da. Just because there is no difference in their language between ka and ga and ta and da. And there are two different letters called la and la. I think you are catching my pronunciation. It is la and la, and both are different in Kannada. Fine. So please pronounce these tones clearly, otherwise it will lead to a great misunderstanding, as I'll be illustrating with you an example. For example, village means halli, halli, okay, in Kannada. In the same time, the lizard means halli. Here it is la and here it is la. So these two words may seem or sound the same, but the meanings are completely different. So try to keep these things in mind and let's proceed further. So what are the resemblance with other languages? The grammar is quite similar. As we know, many Indian languages share the same grammar, and you might be knowing that for referring elders, we will be using plurals to them, and the condition is not so different in Kannada. So moving on, the condition is not so different. Important things you need to know. When you are new, you stick on to common word called Kannada Gottilla, right? As you get used to the place, as you get used to the state, some people expect you to learn Kannada, and it is for your own good. So you will have to change Kannada Gottilla to Kannada Swalpa Swalpa Gottu. That means I know little Kannada. So coming next, you need to know these things. We don't usually end things in half letter. For example, in quite few languages, they tend to end the word with half letter. For example, if it is Kannada, people tend to pronounce it as Kannad, but the actual word is Kannada. And when the actual word is Karnataka, people tend to produce it's Karnataka. So in Kannada, there is no these half letter schemes. You have to pronounce it fully. Fine. So this much of introduction. I think you can continue with module 2. And thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, do comment and share, and please like our Facebook page. Thank you.